Hey guys, welcome back. It's time to recap the most recent live stream that we had. If you missed that one and you want to see what goes on, what happened when we opened 12 boxes from 6 different sellers. Pretty juicy, because guess what? We were looking for scammers. We were trying to see if we could get scammed, because if we get scammed, we can warn other people about scammers that are potentially on Mercari and Yahoo Japan, which is it's a little bit of a dangerous spot to be purchasing stuff from. You do have to be careful. Usually not an issue, but there is no buyer protection from those two platforms, so you gotta be careful. And what better use of some help from Buyee? Buyee, great tool for buying things from Japan. If you didn't know, if you aren't aware, it is difficult to buy stuff from Japan. A lot of sellers do not ship outside of Japan, and Buyee will act as a proxy for you, so you can buy stuff from Japan. Pretty sick. I've been using them for a long time, long before I had a YouTube channel even, and I do appreciate the fact that they were able to help us out, because financially it doesn't matter if I get scammed, but if someone else gets scammed or can avoid getting scammed, that's the premise here. So for anyone that didn't see it, I do have a video where I did get scammed back in the old Scarlet and Violet base days. We have 2 examples here. So I'm going to show opening each. I'm going to show the seller information. Then I'm going to show opening the box, and I'm going to show whether or not the big hit is in there. With these boxes here, the big hit was removed from our Scarlet packs. That is a big no-no. That is a big oopsie doopsie. But also we discovered that this bad boy was resealed. So we're going to check all these boxes for reseals. We're going to check to see if the big hit is there. And then at the end of it all, as a nice little bonus, if you're in the Discord, there is a channel that is designated for this stuff. We're going to have the Japan sellers feedback. I'm going to add all of the good sellers that I bought from. I'm going to add all the bad sellers that I got shafted by. And in the end, it'll allow you guys, if you do want to purchase things from reputable sellers, or sellers at least that didn't scam me, you're welcome to do so. If anyone else is buying on there and would like to add to that list, feel free to reach out. So for anyone that doesn't know, you should have a jeweler's loop. You should also have one of these bad boys. This is just a little black light. It's like $5 or something like that. You go on Amazon, go on eBay, whatever you got to do. It's nothing fancy. Yes, you can probably look at bodily fluids. I just spit on myself. You could probably look at that. But here we go. We're going to take a little look here. And basically this is going to show us if there's any extra glue. This is probably also good to have. I mean, you shouldn't leave it on top of a trading card or anything like that, because it'd probably bleach it if you did. But just a quick glance to see if there's any inking or anything added or anything weird going on. Anyone beating off onto your stuff. You can already see coming onto that second box here. This box was fine. This box was not fine. So we have extra glue that was added. This thing was re-shrinked. It was shrinked with crinkly wrap. Very crunchy wrap compared to the usual soft wrap. So you're going to see me checking the wrap out. All of the wrap on the boxes was not crunchy. At least it's a little bit easier to tell when it's not on the box itself. But we didn't have any crunchy, immediately, very obviously crunchy wrap. So spoiler alert, one of the sellers that I purchased from is seemingly the same seller that I got this scam box from. Now, if you're going to go beyond that, you can't tell. You're still looking. You're still looking for clues. There is a nice little bonus here on these packs. There is a code. Now, it's very hard to see on camera here, but if you take your naked eye and you jam it right up against that bad boy, all of these codes should match throughout the entire box, on all of the packs within the box. On this box, we had one that did not match, and that was they basically weighed the packs, they took the big hit out, and they replaced it with another pack from another box. So yeah, we got shafted. We still got real cards. We still got all of the packs. We just didn't get that big hit. Now, it may be possible, maybe slightly possible, that you don't get that big hit in a pack, in a box, but that, the glue, the pack swap, the swapped pack, it all kind of lends to the fact that this person scammed me, or someone scammed them and then they scammed me in turn. So let's get into what we're looking at here. Let's get into the first example. Let's take a look at what we purchased and what we got. Again, if you want to watch the stream, you can do so. It's like 2 hours and something. So if you want to watch a bunch of Japanese cards get opened, feel free to do that. You probably want to do it beforehand, because I am going to spoil what the big hits were from each package, from each box, from each booster box. Okay, so you're saying, Rattle, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing here? How am I buying stuff? First, we're going to thank Buyee for enabling us to catch these scammers without the risk of losing money. Like little Jimmy, who just wants to buy a booster box or two of Japanese cards, he doesn't want to get a scam box. So we're going to be here. We're going to be on the lookout. We're going to appraise the good sellers that aren't scamming us, and we're going to spank the bad ones that are scamming our buns. So if you don't know what you're doing, make sure you learn what you're doing. You're going to want to watch the video on the top there, the updated how to purchase Pokemon cards from Japan using Buyee updated guide. It's pretty simple, pretty basic, and you might want to start off pretty slow. Don't go hog wild. You do have to be a little bit careful. And if you still have questions after that, I suggest joining the Discord. The Discord is an awesome tool for getting assistance with stuff like that, especially if you join the happy hour on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Starting at 6 p.m. goes the majority of the night most of the time. You can come on in there if you have questions, if you want to be sure you're doing it right, you know what you're doing, anything like that. If you have questions and you want help shopping or finding certain items on there where you can purchase from that's protected, because there are certain sites that you can purchase from that are protected. Buyee is just the middleman, so you got to be careful with the website itself. So you like your Pokemon Center Japan that you can purchase from using Buyee, that's as safe as it's gonna get. Then you got your Amazon, which is pretty damn safe depending on who it's coming from the Amazon. And then you get into the Yahoo Japan and Mercari. They're important tools. They're very awesome places to shop. You just have to be a little bit of careful. You have to be careful. You got to be careful what you're doing here. And hopefully what we're doing in this video, in the stream, is going to make that a little bit safer for everyone involved. We got to be on the lookout. Namely, scammers. Like these ones that we're looking for here. Now, they're not necessarily scammers. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. We're going to see in the video whether they scam us or not. Here's what we're looking at. Here, we got a nice variety pack. And I was just picking up, I wanted to get a nice variety of sellers here. A nice variety of boxes. You can see here, I wasn't necessarily looking for the best price. I did mostly want to get a variety of people to see if they're gonna scam me. Are they gonna scam me? And then we can go down a little bit farther. That's when we get into the Versus series. You guys probably tuned in for that era. That was pretty snazzy. But now, let's take a look at seller number 1. Here we have it. We're on Mercari. So on the Buyee page, you can select a bunch of different places. You can also get the Add to a Buyee extension, which will allow you to buy stuff from other places like Pokemon Center Japan, that kind of thing. That isn't necessarily a little tab here. So Yahoo Japan, you have the auction, you have the shopping. Sometimes the auctions are priced as though they're shopping. So just be careful what you're bidding on. Know what it's worth. Know if it's real or not. Know with the photos. Take a look at the feedback of the sellers. Again, here we were a little bit lax. And in terms of sealed product, sealed Japanese product, this is, unless you're going by previous experience, unless you're risking it for the biscuit, this is... In recent times, this was never an issue before, at least not that I ever heard of, but in recent times, you got to be on the lookout that you don't have somebody resealing your boxes, that kind of thing. So buy them from somewhere reputable. If you're going to keep it sealed, I would say do not purchase them on here whatsoever. But if you're buying singles and stuff like that, judge by the pictures, make sure you're not paying too much because you might not necessarily see the condition on something. Yeah, make educated decisions on what you're buying, educated risk. If it's not that expensive, if it's like $20,000 or something like that, you got to be real careful. If it's a lot of money for you, you need to be careful. But hopefully this sheds some light on it. There is a lot of savings to be had if you're buying your own items from Japan instead of buying them from someone that purchased them from Japan and then is flip dipping them. But here we have it. So we have the seller Omo Tanashi. We got 83 smiley faces. We got 0 and 0 of the straight faces and the sad faces. So that's a pretty good sign here. You can translate the information down below. Again, all of this, the seller information, the links to the sellers, they'll all be in the Discord channel. So you can go ahead. If you want to read any of this stuff, you can as well. But let's take a little look. You can click on their profile and then you can see what they're selling. Sometimes they sell like the most random weird stuff. Sometimes it's majority like trading cards, but we got a lot of other weird stuff. But again, this is something, it's similar to an eBay or like a flea market kind of scenario where people can kind of sell whatever they want to sell. I mean, probably with certain restrictions, but in essence, you can find a variety of stuff. So it's not uncommon to see, I don't, this is some kind of padded seat thing, but then you also have some Pokemon stuff in here. No idea what this is. Looks like some kind of drink mix, maybe some makeup, sunglasses, whatever you can get. So let's see how that went. All right, so first box here, for anyone that isn't familiar, this one was advertised as no wrap, so there is no wrap on it. Now, that is not necessarily a bad thing. We got a sticker on here. See, I got it labeled number 1 so I can remember which seller it was. No wrap. We're going no wrap on box number 1. We're just really risking it for the biscuit. If somebody was a lazy scammer, I guess this is probably what they would do. But at the same time, who's buying an unwrapped box and not opening it?
Yeah,
So,
this is like you're asking for it at this point. Like,
hey,
you're literally.
I mean, that's
just
kind of part of the video intention, right? All right, we need a vote in the chat. Who thinks number 1 is resealed before I open it here? The pull strip did feel like a normal pull strip. But as we've seen, they can open it from the sides. No reseal? I don't think this is a reseal. Oh, we do have a broken side.
Yeah. Oh, Rattle.
Hold on. We got the light. We're gonna give it the
look.
light. It doesn't look like there's any extra. If they did, it looks like they did a good clean job of it. Golden eggo, golden cheese string. Man, I would love to have a pizza cheese string. I don't know if they make them anymore, but
Oh. Okay.
we got the big boy. We got a Garchomp. She's not the Altar SIR, but
This is a good box.
all right, we didn't get
That's
scammed.
good.
Seller number 1 passed the test. We're good. We're golden. We're doing great. 1 for 1 on the no scams. Sick nasty. Let's take a look at seller number 2 here. We have 1 sad face, 1 even face, 1 mediocre face. Seller name is ZZZ. I don't know if I got the right amount of Z's there, but don't worry about it. It's in the Discord. You can check it out if you need to there. We got this bad boy right here. You can see here, Pokemon Center Online winning item. So they're telling you where they got it, what's going on. There is shrink wrap on it, so sick. The first box didn't have shrink wrap, but sometimes there's stores that will remove the shrink wrap, or they're trying to like prevent reselling or anything like that. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is a tampered box. I would think that it would also probably make it less likely to be tampered because they know you're going to be opening it. But again, don't bank on any of that whatsoever. Here we have it. We're on Mercari again. And again, Mercari, Yahoo Japan, no buyer protection. It doesn't matter that you're buying through Buyee. Buyee can't get their money back, so you can't get your money back. They're just middling it. You need to make the educated choice at your own risk. Now, let's see here. We got the seller. We can go into the seller information. This is already kind of translated for us. Sick nasty. You can either use Chrome to translate it. You can right click and translate to English, or you can through the website itself, through Buyee, you can have it translate for you. So up to you. Auto translate. Apparently they would get a new, I don't know what this AI support stuff is. I probably wouldn't touch any of that stuff. So we have a lot of stuff that is not Pokemon, although we do have 1 Pokemon item, which is a little bit concerning because right here, if you see that there's a big hit from the box that you're purchasing, that's a little sketchy. Or maybe not the box that you're purchasing, but a similar box. If they're just selling the big hit from it, and then they're selling the box as well, that's a cause for concern. But maybe they opened a different box. Maybe it's a different one. I mean, this is a different box than what we purchased. Let's see if we got scammed.
We got there.
All right, so we got box number 2, as indicated by number 2 here that I wrote on it. Again, it feels nice and soft like it should. It's got the seam across the front. It's got the 2 nipples on the sides.
We love a good nipple.
And nothing on the back. It doesn't feel crunchy. It feels like a good wrap to me. I mean, it's a little bit loose. There's a little bit of variation within these. You can pop this top part for fun. Number 2. Let's go.
That's a good question. Gamertag wants to know, did Buyee help you when you were scammed the first time?
So no, that's the thing with Buyee. Other than the fact that they did help me kind of report everything with Buyee, you're not buying directly from Buyee. So if there isn't customer protection on the other end, they can't protect you. So you need to be very careful with the Yahoo Japan and Mercari stuff that this is from. But if it's coming from like an Amazon Japan or like Pokemon Center or somewhere that's more official, then it's very safe. Unfortunately, you can't get access to everything without taking a little bit of risk, but that's hopefully where this comes in, so that if people do want to buy sealed product on there, then they at least have a list to refer to, like avoid these sellers because they might scam you. So that's kind of this project. I was hoping that that more people would have experience with it, but it's okay. We're gonna build that experience ourselves. We're going to find the scammers.
Oh, Rubik's is... I don't know what Rubik's is playing. A very hard game, apparently.
Is he angry back there?
He said
I lost my flashlight.
Oh no!
Right, this one looks good on the rip. The plastic is not crunchy. Nice and soft plastic. That's a good sign. But yeah, we're looking good. We don't have like extra glue or anything there. Cool.
Okay, where's your secret? How many packs do you have left? Oh,
is it in the last pack? Did we get scammed?
It better be in the last pack.
If we did, that was very convincing. I didn't see any tampering on there.
It has to be in the last pack.
Come on, be in the last pack. Can you imagine if the friggin' Hero's Cape is like our big hit?
No.
That doesn't count?
No.
Here it is.
Okay.
Here it is.
Here it is.
Oh, we got him again. Salvatore.
Somebody actually said in chat that's going to be your secret hit.
Because we were talking about him because I couldn't remember his name. All right. No scam on seller number 2. We're doing great. 2 for 2. No scamerinos. Sick nasty. Now let's double it up here. We have the seller ticked. And nice. Item is sold out because we're the ones that bought it. Sweet nasty. We got 2 boxes here. 120 Canadian bonerinos. Sweet nasty. We can translate this bad boy. The description. Type pack size boxes, shrink boxes, Scarlet and Violet 2 box set. Price reduction, not sold separately. Bulk purchases welcome. Sweet. So now if we take a look, we can see that they have a 151 box. They have a bunch of other stuff that isn't Pokemon related, but that's not totally uncommon. It might be just that they managed to pick these up. They're only able to get so many. And when they do get them, they're looking to flip them. Let's see if we got scammed. All right, so now seller number 3. We got 2 boxes.
Yeah, so this is the newest set that just came out. So this has the weird Suicune and the long neck.
Yeah. We like that. I like them. The dinosaur boys. Wild Force. All right, so we're going to do these 2 boxes that came from the same seller. If we get scammed on one, we probably got scammed on both. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
The Digimon-inspired Pokemon. Let's see some sexy Dino Dogs. Dino Dogs for life. Oh, I will say, the rip strip here is very satisfying. Other than like when it pulls off at the end there. Swear to God, that never happens. All right, let's... Oh, okay. The boxes are just not held together very good. That is, we're not concerned. We're not concerned. Wait, I didn't do the wrap. The wrap feel. Wrap feels real. It feels real. It all felt real from the outside. So either our scammers are getting intelligent, or... Alright, we're clean. We got just where it rips. We don't want to see any extra speckles or decals.
It looks good.
We're looking good. Again, we can check the numbers on the booster packs as well to make sure that they all match, because they should. Oh, they're both kind of cool. I was kind of weirded out when I first saw that Raikou had his neck stretched out, but...
Yeah, the original Suicune, I agree. That thing is a masterpiece.
What do we got? We got our big hit. We got our big hit. We got our big hit.
Oh,
It is our full art gouging fire.
You can still get an ultra rare. You can still get a secret,
Can we?
another secret rare. Yes, but this is not a scam box, so that's positive. Yeah.
Not getting scammed here.
All right. So this box.
Same seller as the last
okay.
one. Seller number 3. Contestant number 3 on the Will You Scam Me? Wrap feels good. I mean, it should. But can't imagine they're going to scam me on the exact same box as the other one. They were listed together.
When the wrap doesn't feel good, don't go through with it. Just don't do it.
All right, full tap. Can we get the full tap? Do we got to do it fast, maybe? No, that... Oh, yeah, we did it all the way. You got to do it fast. Quick and fast, like a Band-Aid. The box sides are coming apart pretty easy.
The top of it.
What?
You gotta put, like, the flap down so you can see the... Or never mind.
I don't want to put the flap down. We're testing it here.
Okay.
We just want to know if we got scammed.
Okay.
We need to... I think this is the best way to demonstrate. Looks good. Looks good. We ripped pretty far there.
Yeah.
But we're looking clean.
Oh, is this actually going to be in the last pack again? That's hilarious. Oh.
Always buy the last pack, guys. All right, come on. No scammerino. No scammerino.
I hope not.
No scammerino. Oh, we got him.
Oh, shit.
It's got something weird going on with him. I think it's dust on it, but we got the Morty.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
He's got like a print defect or something.
I'm not. Oh, look at that.
He's got like a weird mark there and there.
Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I think it's under the texture. I don't know. I'd have to take a look closer at it, but still very sick. At this point, we're feeling pretty invincible. We didn't get scammed yet. We're doing great. We're gonna be all right, guys. We're on a roll. We're on to seller number 4. We have seller. I don't know how to pronounce this. We have the Mercari item number, and then we're gonna have the seller number. But let's see if we can't translate it. Maybe we can probably translate the page. But again, we'll put the Japanese characters in the Discord if we need to. Translate to English. It's Hannah is the seller. Or Hana, not sure. Here we have it. We have a nice little box here. It's got the shrink wrap on it. It's not exactly on the cheap side, but you know what? We're buying it. We're going to find out whether or not the seller is going to treat us right. And we're going to take a quick look at the items that they have for sale. It wasn't letting me scroll there for a second. So we do have, we got a Pokemon box with the receipt. That's pretty promising. As long as it's not like a fake Nintendo one, like we saw with that scammer in the Quebec. So pretty cool. We got a lot of stuff here. We got a weird dino baby carrier. We got sneakers. They're not really G-baller sneakers. They're more like athletic. We got Adidas. We got some cleats. We got a wedding dress. We got a lot of random stuff going on here. But you know what? I have faith. At this point in time, we're invincible. We're not getting scammed. And again, guys, I know it's not that likely that you're going to get scammed, but we've shown on the channel before here, it is very possible. It can happen. All right, next seller. Seller number 4. We have the nipples. You like to see those. The box, the wrap is a little loose. It's got the seam across the front, which is got a little bit of texture to it. Got the nipples on the other side. It's got the plain back. It's soft. I'm thinking it's good. But let's give it a closer look. Alright, this is a different seller now, so it is much more likely that they're doing something nefarious. We gotta rip it all in one go. Nice. Alright, so we definitely didn't get scammed on that last box. We got Gengar. We got Morty. what was it called? Morty's Confidence?
Yeah.
We get extra tricky with the trainers that are also... Alright, what are we doing now? We're doing Future Flash.
Yeah, so that's a couple of sets behind.
Yeah, this has like the Mousehold, the Iron Valiant, Tulip,
yeah,
Churro, Altaria, Iron Hands, Iron Valiant. Alright, let's get these packs out of here. Morty is 69.45 on Republic. Cool. I wonder if it's playable at all. Alright, we got a little bit of debris in here. Give it a rip. Give it another rip. Alright, where's our flashlight? Or black light?
Oh.
I think we're looking good.
Yeah.
This one ripped kind of weird, but it doesn't look like there's extra glue on there or anything. That would suck. Don't tell Rage. I can't even send it to him. Alright, what we got? Ooh, we got the Altaria full art, so we did get our hit.
Yeah.
We gotta hope for the SIR now. The bonus SIR?
Yeah,
Or
you can
get
you
bonus
can get
hyper gold or
yeah, you
SIR?
get hyper. Yeah, exactly.
All right, now we're into the sketchy zone. So if you guys don't know, Silver Ray Store was the one that sold me the Scarlet box with the old repack, the old rewrap with the pack that was swapped out. The big hit, we didn't get our big hits, unfortunately, from our Scarlet and Violet, or Scarlet, I guess, because since it's separate in Japanese, separate sets. And I didn't quite notice here, but we have a KR, and we can translate to English here, KR Store, but I don't know if they changed the name. I don't know if they have multiple names, but if we look up above, we see Silver Ray Store _ Pokemon Card Wild Force. That is concerning. So we got scammed once before. That's not cool. We do not want to get scammed again. And then if we go into the actual URL, it does say KR Store there, but the URL says Silver Ray Store. So I'm like, oh no, guys. Oh no, we are getting scammed. And not only are we getting scammed, we got a second box from the same seller. So we have double the chances to get scammed here. Will they scam us? Will they redeem themselves? Again, maybe it was a box. Maybe it was a box that they got from somewhere else. They were reselling it. Maybe they stopped scamming. Maybe they're not scammers anymore. Who knows? But we're about to find out. Let's see. All right, the danger box. The danger boxes. We have 2 boxes from seller number 5. I have reason to believe that seller number 5 is the one that sold me this. The very tampered box that had the big hit removed. The wrap is loose. It is soft though. The last time it was crunchy. It is bubbly here, which is a little bit concerning. So what should we do? Should we go back to this guy, or should we switch it up with this guy first?
Let's go with the Iron Moon first.
All right. They're both from the same seller, seller number 5. Okay. All right. Let's examine first here. So we got the nipples. We're a little bit looser than usual. We got the seam across the front. Seam across the side, the nipples on the side, and we have a back, which is a little loose. So like, I'm like really looking at this one because I know, or I think I know where it came from, and I'm more concerned for that reason. But let's check it out. The looseness definitely doesn't mean necessarily that we got scammed, but again, this is the most importantly is where you're getting stuff from. The wrap is not crunchy. It's nice and soft. The last one, this bad boy here, Scarlet box, had crunchy wrap on it. Right. Moment of truth. flaps did not feel like they were unflapped. They had a lot of...
They have a lot of flap available.
They had a lot of resistance. The flaps had resistance on them. That's for sure. All right. Pull the box apart. This one's stuck a little bit.
Yeah, he's examining the box like it's something else.
All right, I don't see the extra glue like they had last time either. So either they're professionals now or we're good. I mean, again, it could be that they bought it from somewhere else and then someone scammed them and they scammed me. Or it could be that they just don't always scam. It checks out.
Does
now,
it? Let's
please,
find out.
let there be a hit in here.
Yeah.
Right, let's get rid of this scam box. Get that out of the way. Bad luck sitting there next to it. Alright, we're definitely keeping these packs. Just in case something bad happens. Okay, we didn't get scammed.
Oh shit!
First pack, we get the full art Mela.
Oh,
Right, so-
hi, Rubik's. You got a waifu.
Scan box?
Yeah, to the scam box. Yeah.
It's not the one with the torque hole, but we'll take it.
Yeah. That means you could still get another one.
That'd be nice. It's good. It's getting a little warm. But that's my own fault for not putting it in the fridge.
Yeah, you literally have a fridge right beside you. What are
Right,
you
this
doing?
one is like real crinkly. But again,
Uh-oh.
I've seen a lot of boxes that are crinkly before. This is the same seller again as the last box. It wasn't a scam, but the same seller potentially that sold me the... Oh, it's got long nipples on it.
Uh-oh. Long nipples are always a concern.
Pretty loose.
Lovely.
What do you guys think, chat? Scam? Not scam. Yeah, thank you for the 5 bones. All right, what we got here? We got, appreciate that, the kind words, and the 5 bone dogs. All right, back to Wild Forest.
Here.
Wild Forest. We're back to Wild Forest. Are we gonna pull another Morty? Ooh. Okay.
Oh, does it feel weird?
It feels... It felt weird, but I think it just felt weird where the nipples were. It feels soft. Like it's... Okay, I'm just... Maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe I'm paranoid. But maybe not. Again. We're suspicious. We're extra suspicious here. Let's get this box out of the way. I mean, are they really? Are they? Would they scam me on one box and not the other?
Potentially, if it's a newer set.
It is. Just like the new one, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's find out. Please. And this one, I would like. I want one of the. I want the Raging Bolt. I don't know if it's worth the most, but I would like to see it. Alright, let's check the box. At first glance, the box looks good. We just have where it's ripped that is showing up. Alright, we might...
Or maybe they're getting smarter at how they do it. That could also
I mean,
be.
it might be. We're gonna find out here in a second. So we don't have to worry about that. Again, we can check the back of the packs here for anyone that isn't aware. There's usually a number that's printed on there. This one doesn't look like it even has a number. Sometimes they're not very easy to see, or they're misplaced like crazy. Is that a hit already? Again?
Maybe. Okay.
It is. We got Explorer's Guidance, so we didn't get scammed.
What is with you with the men? I don't understand.
I don't know. The man foos like really kind. When I open Japanese, I am seeking out dick. All right, we made it. We made it through the scam gauntlet. Well, not quite yet. We got one more listing here. One more. The majority of the boxes here. We got 5 boxes, all potentially God boxes. Will we get a God box? Will we not get a God box? Will we get scammed instead? Not totally sure, but this is a nice little juicy lot here. This is not a lot that, you know, we got 62,000 yen. We do not want to get scammed on this one. That would be a bad time. Regardless of how much Buyee helps us out with the video on our hunt for scammers, that is not going to be pleasant, because if one of them is repacked, maybe all of them are. So we're going to go through here. We see 41 smiley faces, 0 and 0. That's a pretty good track record. And again, we got all of the boxes. They all look pretty good from the photos themselves, which is a good place to start. You do want to check out the photos. Make sure that the wrap looks proper. Again, they don't necessarily have to send you the same thing. Buyee can do a check for you, but they're not necessarily going to know like what the wrap is supposed to feel like or look like or anything like that. They're not Pokemon card experts. They're just kind of middling anything and everything from Japan. So do not rely on that for anything else. So not selling a whole lot of items. They do have a couple other items here. Maybe they're just there's such good deals that they're selling out at all points. Again, we have the seller ID and everything else, so I will include that all in the Discord channel. Let's see how we did on the 5 boxes. We'll show the big dog hits if they're there. And this is it. We're in the home stretch. 5 boxes and we done without getting scammed. All right, this is gonna be the most nerve-wracking one. We got nipples on the back. I don't even know where the nipples are supposed to be on this. We got nipples on the front and the back. Is that normal, chat?
That's what she wanted. Is that normal?
I don't know, but I can't remember. I've opened like specialty sets, but I can't remember where the seam is. The seam's going across the right-hand side. We got no seam on the bottom or the left. This is a
very serious check, guys.
Looks pretty solid. It is. It's soft. The soft check definitely passes the old check here. All right. Yeah, I like the feel of that. Feeling right. Give it we got to give it the little rip. If I can get my thumb in there. Ooh yeah. Man, they need to do this in English. I don't know why they would, but they should.
I don't have a link for nipples. Listen, you can find one. I don't have to give you one, Cyril.
Alright. Let's rip our box open. Destroy the box in the process. But we're going to check it with the old forensic. We're going to check it like a hotel room, where there may or may not have been violent acts going on. It's looking pretty good. This one here ripped like crazy, but I think that was just me being an animal. Pretending that scams aren't out there or aren't going to happen is not the answer. Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
There's our big hit.
Nice. There you go. That's a good one, actually. I think it is. I don't know.
The students. Those are the two. Yeah, there's the 2 different students. Students of Paldea.
Terrible in English.
Yeah. Well, they happen too often in English, I think. Last pack.
You should be for another shiny, unless that AR counts as your shiny. I don't know.
Ooh, we get a big shiny. Skeletor.
Okay.
All right, let's do another box of EX.
You get 1 big shiny per
shiny treasure. Okay, should we check the nipples? They're pointy. They are a little bit sharp on the top side. But okay, so you can't totally rely on the fact that the wrap is going to be identical every time, because sometimes it's a little bubbly, sometimes it's loose, sometimes it's not. More to do with make sure you know who you're buying it from. Again, the purpose, a large purpose of what we're doing here is the fact that if I get scammed on this, it doesn't matter. But if somebody's just buying 1 box of this and they buy it from someone and they get scammed on it, like they're kind of out the money for the box or for the big hit. They're bought from 6 different sellers, so immediately, I mean, the reputation is going to go up if the packs all check out.
Oh
Ooh,
boy.
we got a big shiny. The Quad
no.
Sire. You don't like him?
no.
Look at him, he's big and purple. Largely in part of Buyee helping me out. They don't pay me anything, but they do provide me with a discount on items. They do help purchase the items. And a huge part of why this is possible, why we can test these sellers, or why we can do some cool openings, is largely to do with them helping out with the video or with the live stream. So, sponsor kinda. Sponsored items, not paid, but again, I was using Buyee for kind of years before they ever decided to work with the channel.
Do the V-Star Universe first, Rattle.
No, I changed my mind. We're doing EX.
Okay.
We're getting all the EX out. We got the Charizard in this one. And the Iono. I want to see the Iono in Japanese, actually. Let's pull the Iono. We can get the...
The Pikachu would be great. I know somebody said the oh shit.
What is that?
Shit.
What is that?
Oh shit.
Is that... What the hell is that?
I think that might be Judge. I hope it's not Judge.
Oh no, it's Judge. I thought it was Iono for a second. We got a Charizard and oh, we got a triple
shit.
pack.
It's Judge. Oh no.
No.
Why are you bringing
That
on the
Charizard's
man?
got a curl to him.
Oh Jesus.
Again with the Manfu Judge. Ooh,
Oh,
Gertie
that's nice.
Fuller.
Okay, there you go. That's
Full
way
art
better
shiny.
than Judge. I'll take that over Judge any day.
Justin King says, is it like a Japan eBay? No. So there's a link down below. I also have a video that highlights kind of how to use Buyee. But like your Yahoo Japan and your Mercari and stuff like that is kind of like eBay. So you're buying, like Buyee is like middlemaning the stuff because they won't ship outside of Japan. So they'll ship to Buyee and then Buyee will ship to you. And then you have the ability to like combine your packages if you so choose, which is definitely helpful because you don't necessarily want to send some of these items on their own. But yeah.
Tagged in.
All right, V-Star time, guys. You tagged in?
Just gotta pee.
V-Star
Or
Universe, baby. Oh, we got the golden. Are the golden cards still worth money? All right, the wrap.
Billy says yes from the bathroom. They're still worth money.
They're still good. They're still
Yeah.
what we want.
Yeah.
Crown Zenith, like probably my favorite modern set. So this is gonna be a lot of that stuff. We'll check the box.
So what was the verdict on the box? You weren't scammed?
No, not yet.
All right.
And all these last boxes here, the God Pack potential ones, like the Shiny Treasure EX, the V-Star Universe, and then the 151 that we have coming. Those are all from the same seller. So chances are, if they didn't scam us on previous ones, we're probably not scammed on these. But I mean,
Well, it absolved them from the previous scam.
yeah. So the person that scammed me before, maybe they got boxes from someone else, and they didn't mean to scam me, or maybe they stopped scamming. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Rubik's crops dust all the time. It's awful.
Stroll by and rip one.
Oh, there it is. You got
Ooh, with the beavers, double bang. We got the SAR Samurott, Hisuian Samurott.
Okay.
All right. I will send you over to Rusty after this box. Please do at least go say hi to him. Let him know I said hi. All right, let's check the box first. We gotta check the nipples. Play with them a little bit. It's got the seam across the front. We got the nipples on the side here. The plastic wrap is soft, which is what we want to see. If it's crunchy, you're in trouble. All right. 151. I have not opened Japanese 151. Billy has.
Yep. Because I got a box from you. I got the Charizard.
You got
And I graded it and I got a 10.
Oh my god. See,
And
I'm
then I
always
sold
scamming
it on
people.
G&G Emporium.
Did you make money?
I don't remember.
Okay, hold on. We gotta check. We gotta do the final box check. And we're probably good. I think this seller is in the clear. If the other 4 boxes that they sold us were good.
Yeah. The Pikachu raw is worth like, you can only, it's like 386 Canadian right now. That's crazy.
Oh my god. Okay, we got a big hit. We got a big hit.
Oh, shit. Oh, come on.
I got
Get
jinxed. Alright, we really need that Pikachu now. Alright, it's gonna be the Pikachu. That's what we're doing.
Is worth money too.
Oh yeah, Erica Master Ball. That was like crazy money when it first came out.
Yeah.
People were going nuts over the Erica. Oh, we got a Gyarados
yeah.
Master Ball. That's gotta be decent, right?
Yeah, let me see.
And a Kangaskhan.
That's a good Master Ball. Gyarados. Like as far as, because you can get shitty map. Yeah, that's about like $90 Canadian.
Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Much appreciated. I think this was a good experiment. Even though we didn't get scammed, I think it was a useful tool, maybe a useful tool going forward, not only to educate people on how they should be purchasing, the risk involved with purchasing for certain platforms, what to look for to see if you did get scammed, whether it came from Buyee, whether it came from through Buyee, from Yahoo Japan, from an Amazon, from a Pokemon Center Japan. I mean, Pokemon Center Japan or direct from Amazon Japan are pretty sure shot, going to be very reliable. That, or if you purchase them from someone like a TCA Gaming, a Rusty, or a Securus Card Shop, you're probably going to be in good hands there. If you're keeping something sealed, you want to be extra certain that this thing is legitimate. It came from a legitimate case. Maybe you want to see that other boxes within that case were opened, but you want to make it as legitimate as possible, because the worst thing that could possibly happen here is you hold this thing. Yes, it would suck to get scammed and immediately open it and find out, oh damn, my big hit isn't in there, but it's going to suck extra bad if you wait 10-20 years on this thing. It's worth thousands of dollars and you open it up and it was resealed the whole time. It's a real issue. They kind of prevented it with the box, with the pull strip on the front, but you can still open it from the sides. You can still rewrap it. The wrap doesn't have anything special on it in the Japanese boxes, so it is very prone to reseals. We've seen juice boxes, we've seen rocks put in there, we've seen all kinds of shady stuff going on, but just be careful. Be careful out there. Maybe hopefully we're going to see less of this as the market cools off a little bit, as the pandemic bucks and the absolute craze that was going on there, the influx of money. Maybe now that that's cooled down, we see a little bit less scammerinoing. Japanese market still very strong, still very expensive. A lot of this stuff is very expensive, especially those big hits, those 1 per box hits that you got to be on the lookout for. Thank you very much for signing up for Buyee and using the codes, but be careful and make sure you know what you're doing before you start buying on certain platforms. And again, I'm here to help. Saturdays, get in there on a Saturday if you have questions before you decide to pull the trigger, or maybe buy some inexpensive stuff. Make sure you combine your orders after everything arrives at Buyee, so you don't have to do that multiple times. It's not that hard. I believe in you. You can do it. But it is intimidating for sure, because you're looking at listings, translating listings. You don't know where to buy from, where to get certain stuff. Prices maybe are up in the air on a lot of this stuff. A little bit harder to price things than English. I mean, we're very spoiled with the fact that we can just search on eBay or search on TCG Player and get a pretty good idea of what something is worth. with Japanese, a little bit more difficult to figure that out. A little bit more of a learning curve. A little bit more. You gotta be in it a little harder to figure out what's going on. But thank you for watching through this whole thing. What an absolute ordeal! I had a lot of fun opening it. Had a lot of fun looking for the scammers, seeing if we could expose any of them. And do let me know if you want to do this again. If this is a good cause. If this is a good way, a good use of I guess of the coupon, the money that was provided by Buyee, I guess, or assistance from Buyee to purchase this stuff. Greatly appreciated. Thanks to them once again. And hopefully we can clean this up a little bit. Hope we can make it a little bit safer for everyone to purchase on there or anywhere else. See you next time. Bye.